Okay, we returned.
Right! I've got this!
Time to go see what's going on at the market. Sorry, Grand Market isn't quite open for business yet. Oh, it's the news from yesterday. Good morning. Opening late today after all, I see. Afraid so. Guess you could already know about the robbery yesterday, huh? The two merchants whose stalls were destroyed are still arguing about it. You bastard! You're not gonna get away with this! Oh no, not them. The manager came by and tried to break them up, but he hasn't seemed to be having much luck. I hope no one ends up getting hurt. What should we do, Rain? Well... maybe we could try talking to them? Considering everything that's happened yesterday, you might just be the cavalry we need right now. Would you mind? Not at all. Let's go. How dare you destroy my stall, you damn coward! I knew you country folk weren't to be trusted. Who else could have it been? Just come clean and admit it already. Who the hell are you calling a coward, you Heimdallian snob? You're the one who went at my spot, all for yourself. Calm down, gentlemen, please. Playing all innocent and trying to paint me as the bad guy here? You make me sick. What do you say we settle this right here and now? Bring it on. Hold it. Hold it right there. Class 7? You kids again. Keep your noses out of this. I'm gonna make him pay for smashing my stall. Smashing? Yeah, I'd say that's smashed, alright. Wow, they really are completely ruined. This is awful. However, harming one another is not going to bring them back. In the end, they will still be smashed and you will be worse off. But this anger isn't going to go away unless I do something. He took all my goods too, so I haven't even got anything to sell. What are you talking about? You were the one who stole my goods. And you're going to give them all back right now and fix the damage you did in my stall, or else I can't be held responsible for my actions. This isn't good. I don't think they're even listening to a word we're saying. What do we do? Stop this at once? The Provincial Army. What? What is the meaning of this? It's the middle of the morning. Stop this nonsense immediately. But I believe you were the one in charge here. I demand an explanation as to what has transpired. Well, you see, as he explains the situation. I see. The solution is simple. Then, men, take them away. Yes, sir. What? What do you mean, take us away? 2 stalls were destroyed, 2 sets of goods were stolen. The truth is as clear as day. 2 merchants in the midst of a heated disagreement committed the same crime at the same time. But that's not fair. Do you not think you're premature to draw such a conclusion without any investigation? The French army doesn't have time to waste solving petty squabbles of merchants. But I'm not an unreasonable man. Cease your dispute and you will be left alone. Continue and you will come with us. The choice is yours. They're trying to force both merchants to forget this ever happened, to sweep the whole ordeal under the rug. Yeah, something about this seems really wrong. Very good then. I'm sure you can agree that wasting time on shenanigans like this is detrimental to all parties involved. I hope you think twice before causing such a ruckus ever again. Now, if you excuse us, please excuse us. I'm a busy man and I have more pressing matters to attend to. There they go. Well, I guess they did try to stop those 2 from fighting, but they did nothing to solve the underlying problem. This isn't right. I see now how the provincial army here conducts itself. I'm sure you're both still pretty angry about this, but right now the 2 of you need to focus on keeping a cool head. If you have the time to fight, try and use that time for something more productive instead. You'll feel a lot better. Yeah. I shouldn't have let my anger take control of me like that. I mean, you were like that yesterday too, so... We can't open the Grand Market for business until we've cleaned up all the busted souls. And we're already running late as is, so I hate to ask, but would you all mind lending me a hand? Market Manager Otto, with assistance from the merchants of the market, cleared the remains of the two souls. And with the help of Reen and the others, on top of that, the Grand Market was finally able to open for the day, albeit a little behind schedule. Thanks to you four, we were able to open the Grand Market for business today a bit quicker than I'd expect. I can't even begin to tell you how grateful I am. Oh, there's no need for that. We barely did anything. I'm just glad no one got hurt. All the more reason to thank you. A merchant's stall is his livelihood. Any action taken against it can throw him into a blind rage, and it's hard to bring someone back from that. It would seem the problems facing the merchants in this town are quite grave indeed. The provincial army may have intervened, but it's difficult to believe they'd make no attempts to find an amicable solution. Quite right. It's clearer than ever now that they have no intention of trying to resolve any issues involving the market. And I can't see that changing unless we decide to just accept the sales tax, increase, and keep quiet about it. Still, you'd think they'd at least be a little more subtle about the whole thing. There's no way those two merchants are just going to accept this and move on. No, I don't suppose they will. And if word gets out about this, it's not inconceivable for certain groups of people to begin boycotting the marketplace. Something definitely has to be done. I'm just not sure what. Something on your mind, Reen? You're awfully quiet. Are you feeling unwell? Sir, I have a favor to ask. Would you consider allowing me to investigate this morning's incident? What? Are you suggesting that we attempt to find the perpetrator who destroyed the merchant stalls ourselves? It's a kind offer, but as I said yesterday, this is our affair, not yours. You're students. You have your own studies to worry about, and I wouldn't feel right interfering with them. We're students training for the military, though. We can't just stand by and allow something so unjust to go unchallenged. It's the provincial army's responsibility to address this, sure, but they're shirking their duties, and that reflects poorly on us all. Well, that's true enough, I guess, but do you really think we're up for something like this? I kind of have to wonder about that, too. I mean, at the end of the day, we're just amateurs. We should at least check with Instructor Sarah first and see what she thinks. She's already told us. Put your heads together and think, and I'm sure you'll see what you need to do. Her words. This seems like exactly the sort of thing she meant. At least it does to me. Oh. I see your point. Perhaps matters such as this may fall under the scope of our field study after all. Yeah, you do make a good case. I'm still not sure we're up to it, but I guess it can't hurt to try. Neither seek nor shun the fight. Very well, we shall do what we can. Are you really sure about this? I'm certainly not going to say no. I'm very concerned about the market and the safety of our merchants. So if you're 100% sure, I have to admit, I truly would appreciate anything you can do for us. Thank you, sir. We'll do everything in our power to find answers for you. Just be careful. Don't go seeking out trouble. I don't want you kids being put in danger. We're dealing with a criminal who acts under the cover of night. He may be capable of a lot more than just thievery and vandalism. Remember, I'm responsible for your safety. If anything were to happen to you, I couldn't even look Mandic in the eye anymore. We'll be careful, we promise. I know I will, at least. Probably need to be more careful than anyone else here. Now that that's settled, we should act quickly. Yeah, let's get this investigation started. So, first things first, we need to decide where to start investigating. The logical starting point would be the Grand Market itself, the scene of the crime. Can't argue with that. We should probably get some statements from those two merchants before anything else. Indeed, I anticipate they've calmed themselves by now, so perhaps we can get something of a bit more substantial from them. We still need to ascertain their innocence or guilt in the matter as well. We'll need to keep a close eye on them, though. If we miss the last train toward Heimdall, we'll have no way of getting back to our academy today. Plus, we've been given other tasks too. I'd really like to get them done. In short, we need to keep moving. Our deadline is 9 p.m. Let's use every minute we have to accomplish everything we possibly can. Understood. You bet. Right. And thank God there's no, time, limit. There's no timers in this game, because that would be miserable. Just pure misery. Excuse me, would you happen to be Lizzie? That's correct. Does that make you the students from Thor's who the market manager said would be coming then? Yep, that's us. We came to see you about the request you sent in. Could you explain the situation to us in full? Of course. I happened to come across someone's wallet by my store yesterday, you see. I kept it with me in the hopes that they would come pick it up, and no one's come to claim it. As such, I'd like to ask you all for help with delivering it back to its owner. Would you be able to do that for me? Why was I having so much trouble reading that? Good God. Yes. We'd be happy to help. Thank you. Here's the wallet that I found then. We'll be sure to take good care of it. I assume you've already inspected the contents? I did indeed. Unfortunately, there wasn't anything inside that could help identify the owner. What exactly was inside anyway? Well, naturally there was mirror in it, like a lot of mirror. This isn't just chump change we're talking about. The only other thing was a train ticket to Heimdall that's scheduled for tonight. Sounds like the owner is a fairly well-off traveler then. That's not much we can do with that as our only lead though. I believe the train ticket is potentially our best lead. Yeah, but what should we do with it? Should we go ask at the station? Yeah, considering it's for a train that leaves tonight, I imagine the owner is frantically searching for it, which means they might have already been to the station themselves to ask about it. Let's head over to the station then. Sorry for the trouble, but I'm counting on you for this. Let's go talk to the merchants as well. What the hell am I supposed to do now? Excuse me, I'm sorry to bother you, but could we have a moment of your time? You're those kids from the military academy, right? What do you want from me? I've got nothing to sell you, obviously. Even if I did have something to sell, I've got no place to sell it. I'm basically ruined. And to top it all off, the Provincial Army and that other damn merchant are acting like I'm the one who did it. He's not taking this very well, is he? Hard to blame him, but we need to see if he knows anything that might help us. Well, you see, we explained the situation. You're investigating this mess, huh? Alright. So would you consider cooperating with us? Sure, why not? Not getting my hopes up, as I'm sure you can understand, but hell, I've got nothing left to lose. Not exactly a vote of confidence. Hey, he's willing to cooperate. I say we cut him some slack and hear him out. So, about last night, about the time of the incident actually happened. Last night, huh? I don't know how much help I can be if that's what you're asking about here. See, I left the market right after arguing with that merchant yesterday, and I didn't come back until this morning. I stayed over at a friend's place, another merchant. Just got pissed drunk and ranted at him all night. And you're certain of this? Positive. Ask my friend if you don't believe me. He'll back me up. I wandered over here with an awful hangover this morning, and what I found gave me a hell of a start. My whole stall in shambles. And as if that wasn't bad enough, all the processed foods I was going to sell were just gone without a trace. So the goods that were stolen were all processed foods? That's right. Nuts, cheese, bacon, all foods that could have a long shelf life, made with local ingredients. Seeing all my stuff gone really sobered me up. It was like I hadn't been drinking at all. And that's when I went over to that fool stall to make him pay for it. Why'd you go straight to him? Because he was the one who did it, of course. He smashed my stall so he could have that spot all to himself. But that doesn't make any sense. If Heinz did it, then why was his stall destroyed too? He must have done it to himself. Probably figured if he destroyed his own stall, no one would believe he could be responsible. I don't know, that seems pretty unlikely. It's a bit excessive. While I understand your frustration, baseless accusations do no one any favors and can only cloud the true issue. But it's so frustrating. I've lost so much money because of this, I might have to shut up shop for good. That is bad. If I could at least get my goods back, maybe I could salvage enough to stay afloat. But what are the odds of that? None of the other merchants saw anybody or do anything, and the Provincial Army sure ain't about to help. I'm finished, pure and simple. All the hard work I put into getting this far, and this is how the dream ends for me? Well, I'll be honest. I'm not sure how much we'll be able to help you, but we'll do everything in our power to help you find some form of closure. So cheer up, okay? I do appreciate that, but again, I ain't about to get my hopes up. Good luck, though. I think that's everything this merchant knows. Let's try questioning the other one. And to think, I was ecstatic to finally participate in the famous Celtic Grand Market. What did I ever do to deserve this? Excuse me? You! I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to see me acting like that. I hope you can forgive me for my inappropriate behavior. Seems really down. It's quite quite understandable. He's a merchant in a busy market, unable to do business. So what brings you here? Did you need something from me? Well, actually, explain the situation. You're investigating? That's right, and we'd really appreciate it if you could answer a few questions for us. You might be able to help us find the true culprit. I suppose it can't hurt. It's better than doing nothing at least. You don't have to sound so pessimistic. Well, can you blame me? You're students at a military academy. You're not exactly ace detectives. That is true, but we're still determined to find out who did this. We may be even able to recover your goods. Cooperating with us can prove quite fruitful. Okay, fine. I never said I wouldn't help, did I? I'm not sure what I'm supposed to say, though. It's not like I saw anything worth mentioning. You didn't? As soon as I made sure my store was ready to open next morning, I left everything set up and went home. The other merchants around here can vouch for that. Guess I shouldn't have left the stall unattended, though. By the time I got in, it was too late. The deed had been done. So by morning, the stall had already been destroyed and your goods stolen? Come to think of it, what goods were stolen exactly? Oh, I had a sample with me, actually. An accessory? Is this a brand that's popular in the capital? Been a real hit lately, yeah. I was hoping to bring that fad here and by selling them at the market. But this is the only one I have left now. I dread to think of just how much money I lost in one single night. That damn coward, sabotaging my business. It's much too early to be jumping to conclusions. Do you have any evidence that proves his culpability? No, but he's clearly the prime suspect. He was so against the idea of taking turns sharing this spot with me, he decided to destroy my stall altogether. I just know it. I'm gonna get him to give me my goods back, no matter what it takes. Please, try and stay calm. You do know that if you cause any more trouble, the Provincial Army really will arrest you, right? Yeah, I know, but it's a matter of justice. I can't just act like nothing ever happened. It's wrong, on general principle. I'm begging you, please, get my goods back, whatever it takes. Well, I can't promise success, but I swear to you, we'll do everything we can. That much I can promise. That's all the two victims on the crime had to say, it seems. What does everyone think? Can't be sure, but I really don't think either of them is responsible. Both merchants certainly have adequate motive to damage the other stall, but the chance of both committing the same crime on the same night without crossing paths is virtually nil. It's not impossible that they were just out to steal each other's merchandise, but I don't believe that's what happened. Both of them have alibis confirming that they were somewhere else when the crime took place. I'm inclined to agree. I just can't see either of the merchants being responsible for what happened, so we're going to have to look elsewhere to find valuable suspects. Where, though? I mean, who could it have possibly been? It's impossible to say right now. We don't have any solid leads. We know the culprit, we know who it wasn't, but how are we supposed to start narrowing down who it was? The market itself seems unlikely to produce any further clues, so we should focus our attention elsewhere. Actually, there is one thing that's been bugging me. There's one group of people involved in this whole situation whose actions don't seem to make any sense. Maybe if we can work out the reasoning behind their strange behavior, we can come one step closer to finding our culprit. Who do you mean? I'm talking about the manager and his wife. No, the Provincial Army. They haven't done a thing to try and solve this crime, despite it happening right under their noses. And that begs the question, why not? The market manager said they were refusing to fulfill their role due to the tax issue, which means the Provincial Army should refuse to intervene in quarrels within the market as well. If that's the case, then why did they come to intervene this morning? Now that you mention it, that really doesn't make any sense. Their methods were atrocious, but the fact is, they brought that dispute to an end almost instantly. They did get involved. Yeah, one minute they're refusing to do anything, the next they're taking a stand. It's definitely suspicious. My point exactly. There's definitely something unnatural about the way they're conducting themselves. And since we have no other leads, what do you say we go to the Army's guardhouse and take a look around? We might be able to learn something from them that could aid us in our investigation. That may be worth an attempt. The guardhouse isn't too far from here either. Let's head over and see what we can find out. The guardhouse is literally right here. Aren't you the students from that military academy, was it? What are you doing here? We're terribly sorry to trouble you, but we're hoping you might be able to help us with something. Can we ask you a few questions about the incident that occurred at the Grand Market this morning? What? What does that have to do with you? We're visiting the town on a field study. as students of Thor's Military Academy, and we would very much appreciate the chance to see how experienced soldiers such as yourselves handle difficult everyday situations. This seems a perfect opportunity for an anecdotal case study and could prove most invaluable to our education if you could permit it. Alright, stay here. I'll see what I can do. Looks like we might be able to hear what they have to say for themselves after all. Nicely done, Laura. In times like these, we need to make good use of our positions. No one can fault a student for wanting to learn after all. But now comes the hard part. This makes me nervous. Well, let's just wait and see what we can get out of them. Remember, it's not always what they say that matters, but it's how they say it. And even more importantly, what they don't say. Right. I hope you appreciate us taking time out of our busy schedules for this. So what do you want? And make it quick. I'm a busy man, you know. It's not even trying to keep up appearances. Unbelievable. I'll be brief then. We came to discuss the incident at the market this morning. Would we be correct in assuming that the Provincial Army will be conducting no further investigation? Is that all you came to ask? Is that all? Should the armed forces charged with maintaining the peace in this region not be taking this matter more seriously? Laura, I'm not sure. You got a big mouth for someone your age, and it seems you have a lot to learn about how military units actually work. What do you mean? Let me ask you this. What should the number one priority of the Provincial Army be in order to maintain the status quo? I'll tell you. Their number one priority should be to enforce the will of the region's ruling lord, Duke Alvaria, as members of the Provincial Army, and the will of the nobility is absolute. We're just following our orders, protecting what they have a duty to protect. I assume you're referring to the local petition against the sales tax increase? So you're saying as long as the petition isn't withdrawn, the Grand Market isn't something you have a duty to protect? Interpret my words however you want. We're soldiers, we follow our orders. That's how the military works. And we don't need some fresh military academy inductees telling us how to do our jobs. This is nuts. Does he have a tiny shred of shame? I was hoping we'd be able to get something out of him, but it sure doesn't seem too likely anymore. So is that it then? I hope this has been enlightening. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a job to do. Wait, would you mind answering just one question? Elliot? Fine, ask it. Well, do you have any idea what might have happened to the goods Marco was handling? You know, the accessory merchant? All he had left was that one sample. What are you talking about? That merchant from the capital, Hines, was the one planning to sell accessories. What? What did you just say? What are you looking at me like that for? How did you know that? I was under the impression you hadn't investigated the matter at all. How peculiar. We only discovered what each of the merchants was intending to sell a short while ago ourselves. Sir, we have our own ways of finding these things out. You'll do well not to underestimate us. Now, we've wasted enough time answering your questions. We're leaving. Caught in a lie. Do you think the fact that they know what each of the merchants was selling means they did investigate the matter after all? But the burglary happened last night, and it was only first discovered this morning. Realistically, I don't think there was any opportunity during that time for them to do any digging, not without running into us. Agreed. I suspect they knew what each merchant was planning to sell well in advance of yesterday's incident, though that would be easy information for them to learn since Duke Alvaria must have issued the permits for both stalls. That's true, and the army would have no trouble gaining access to transaction records for something like that, but why would they bother? Maybe they need to know something so they can prepare. Prepare for what? I get the impression that the incident at the market has been carefully planned out for a while now. I don't think those two merchants being given permits for the same spot was a coincidence either. It was probably done to get them to start fighting so they could get in trouble, or they could get robbed while there was tension between them. Basically, it's to create a situation that couldn't be brought under control without the army's help. So the two merchants were being used all along. That seems to fit perfectly with what happened this morning. Meanwhile, the Provincial Army has shown no interest in actively working toward a solution, unless the market manager chooses to withdraw his position. So they waited for things to get out of hand, then showed up to force both parties into an uncomfortable truce. Eventually, the merchants would get worn down enough that they feel like they have no choice but to withdraw the petition. This is turning out to be an even shadier situation than I thought. Yeah, but thanks to Elliot, I do believe we finally uncovered the truth of the matter. That was indeed some very quick thinking you displayed, Elliot. You'd make a fine military strategist. I just got lucky, that's all. So what we have now, So what we know is the Provincial Army is somehow involved with the actual perpetrators of the crime. The only way to solve it once and for all, though, seems to be, well, to find them and catch them. But if this was carried out by members of the Provincial Army, that's not going to be an easy task. No, I don't think anyone from the Army was directly involved. The soldiers here are far too proud to dirty their hands with such escapades. I tend to agree, really. Whoever the culprits are, I doubt they're still in here in Keldic. There just aren't many viable places to hide such a huge volume of goods without being found. Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe they escaped by train? No, that can't be. Boarding a train with that much merchandise would raise suspicion for sure. It's been less than a day since the burglary happened, so they couldn't have gotten far. Maybe we should ask around on the main roads and see if anyone saw anything out of the ordinary. Someone suspicious may have been spotted leaving or even entering the town. Sounds like a wise course of action. Come, let us resume our search. We mustn't let this cowardly thief run free. I wouldn't dream of it. But first, before that, gotta go to the train station. After entering the station, they ask about anybody inquiring about lost property. Yes, there was an inquiry. The wallet seems to match the description we received too. Can I ask where the inquiry was made? I believe it was this morning. A young lady came in a panic, claiming she was at a complete loss without her wallet and its content. From what I could tell, she seems to have been traveling alone. I get why she would be worried and in a panic. Did she say anything else that could lead us to her? She mentioned something about returning to the inn to do a thorough check, if I recall correctly. The weathercock right down the street. Can't miss it. How convenient. We happen to be staying there ourselves. Okay, let's ask Margaret. Hey there, something the matter? You have a moment? There's something we'd like to ask. Someone looking for a wallet? Oh, you're looking for Annabelle. Bad timing though, she just left. That's unfortunate. But we have a name now at least. That makes life a lot easier. True, all that's left is to actually meet with her. She mentioned that she'd be searching the rest area in the Grand Market next, so you want to head there. Make sure to return it to her, okay? We will. Let's go. And the rest area is that section in the very back of the market. Excuse me, you wouldn't happen to know if a young lady came in here searching for a wallet, would you? She was indeed here a few moments ago, but she's gone now. Do you know where she went? Unfortunately not. She mentioned something about having no choice but to rely on, Idios now, though. Does that help you out? I think there's only one place that could be. Shall we make our way to the church? Seems like our best bet for now. Running all over town. Oh, Idios, please have mercy on my poor soul. I simply cannot believe this. How am I supposed to live on, having lost all my Miri in a place like this? Looks like we found her. The tragic heroine act made it kind of obvious. Unfortunately, we'll have to interrupt her. Excuse me. Eek. Just who are all of you? Well, you can turn right around if you're planning on robbing me. I no longer have any. Lady, we are in a church. That would be a bold move indeed. Please calm down. We just want to ask you something. Are we correct in assuming that you're Annabelle? I am. Thought so. You wouldn't happen to recognize this wallet, would you? That's my wallet. Where'd you find it? Well, you see, after explaining our whole adventure, thank you so much. Surprised to hear that a merchant from the Grand Market kept it safe for me, however. Kindness remains within people's hearts after all, it would seem. Looks that way, yeah. Regardless, I'm very grateful that you found it for me. Is there any particular amount you'd like in return? You can take half of what's currently in here if you like. I don't think we can accept that. Your thanks alone is enough. I see. Well, how about this then? I purchased it as a souvenir at the Grand Market before the great wallet search began. I see no reason you can't accept that. In fact, I insist. I hope you find it useful. Thank you. We gratefully accept then. You're very welcome. Thank you again for finding my wallet. So you managed to find the owner after all then, thank goodness. I really can't thank you enough. I'm glad that we can be of help. Please excuse us then. Alright. Now... Excuse me, sir. You wouldn't happen to know of any suspicious activity? My drink's all gone. Someone, anyone, give me some mirror. This poor old drunk needs some mirror. Fortunately, can't help you, sir. Yes. Lulu, are you okay? Look what that nasty man did to you. Something the matter? I was just chasing after Lulu near the west exit of town, and there was this weird man asleep alongside of the street. Weird man? The drunkard we saw earlier, perhaps. Probably. Nasty smell coming off him nearly made little Lulu faint. That's terrible. It really was. I don't know who he is, but I'll have to keep an eye on Lulu to make sure she keeps her distance from him. So he's not from this town then? I'm not sure. I only started seeing him around a few days ago. Never seen him before that. Really now? That sounds like a lead if I've ever heard one. If he's drinking in the middle of the day and isn't Instructor Sarah, then we know he's not a merchant at the very least. Yeah, I think we should go talk to him now. Let's have a look near the west exit and see if we can't track him down. I'm back, sir. Drink. Bring me another drink. P.M. This guy reeks. How much has he put down? It's only midday and he's already completely blitzed. I don't think this is a man we're looking for. I think he'd have trouble pulling off a robbery. Sir, are you alright? We can help you back home if you'd like. Shut up. Leave me alone. I'm just a good for nothing. You just lost a job. Looking after that nature park was my whole life. Nature park? I wonder if you're talking about the Lenarian Nature Park we saw yesterday. Oh, you kids know it? You see, I used to be the park ranger of that old place. And then you lost your job? Yeah, out of nowhere. I gave my life that job I did, and then then he just came and took it all from me. That damn official just showed up out of nowhere and told me I was sacked. You can't take a man's livelihood off him like that. It's not fair. Job was my life. My life. Yes, we can see that. Something about this doesn't sound right. I agree, it's hardly fair to take a man's job away from him without good reason. Right? I'm so glad somebody understands how I feel. There's no way a bunch of kids like that are going to do a better job than me. Kids? I was drinking here last night, you see? And a bunch of kids in ranger uniforms went walking out of the town through the west exit. Weird thing was, they was carrying a bunch of wooden boxes too in the middle of the night. Kids these days, I tell you. You don't think they could have been... The nature park, I wouldn't even have considered it. But given its size, it would be no doubt the perfect hiding spot. Yeah, they'd have no trouble stashing the merchandise there undetected. The men standing in the entrance yesterday were probably there as lookouts. And if a provincial army official was the one to tell him he was fired, that's practically a smoking gun. Huh? I said something useful or something? Don't know what I said, but if it helped you out, why not buy me a drink? I would suggest you start trying to sober yourself up instead. There's a good chance we may be able to recover both your park and your job. What? We know our next stop. As soon as we're fully prepared, let's head out to the Lenarian Nature Park. Right. But before I do any of that, I have the quests I have to do. West Celtic Highway. Just wanted to make sure it was in the same area.
We should take a right here to reach the nature park.
Right. Let's go.
Ha! Now's our chance. We can do this. My turn. There.
Autumn Leaf Cutter, and we begin.
Go.
An opening.
Beautiful.
It's my turn.
Sealed. Excellent. All right.
Go.
I'll pick you up. My turn.
Perfect.
My turn. Hey!
Just knock them out one by one.
It's my turn.
That will do no damage if I hit him.
Turn to flames.
Does this? I can't remember. I think this does very little. Yeah.
My turn. Go.
An opening.
My turn.
Magic.
Right. Hey!
Smack.
My turn.
Firebolt. Beautiful.
Oh, we did it.
Okay. Yeah, the boss is right there.
Well, shall we begin?
My turn.
So,
I can do this.
Right. Ha!
everyone has 200 CP.
Go. Another chance.
An opening.
Alright.
Your swordsmanship gets better with.
Be careful, this one looks strong.
My turn. Arcus, activate. Right.
Resounding
Keep
beats.
it up, everyone.
My turn.
I'll let him move up to us.
Ha.
Right.
Stop
Turn
that,
to
sir.
flames. Burn! Now!
I'll pick you up.
Crit.
Go.
Delay. Get rid of that crit he has.
Of course.
Alright. Big crit here. Yes.
Now.
Go. Right.
Aqua bleed.
Here we go.
Just attack.
Go.
An opening.
Right. Arcus, activate.
Gold spear. See if we can't get a blind, because that would be very nice.
Ha!
Here we go.
What are you weak to? Fire and earth. Yeah, just straight 100 resistances. Poison.
Of course. Ha!
Right.
Let's do Earth Lance then.
Ha!
800.
Here we
Okay.
go. There. Go.
Very nice.
An opening.
My turn.
Right.
Armor break.
Shatter.
Right.
Earth Lance.
My turn.
Regular hit.
Huh?
My turn.
Resounding
Keep it up,
beats.
everyone.
Since we can't move or stop him from doing this. This'll hurt. Yeah.
Won't give up.
But we're actually fine.
There.
It's my turn. Hang in there.
You have my thanks.
Thanks.
My turn.
Armor break.
Shatter.
My turn.
Very nice.
Right.
Just hit him. 65.
I can do this.
Earth Lance.
Let's go.
Of course. Ha!
he's done.
All right, let's keep on moving.
Almost a level. Hey, let's go. Excellent. All right. Time to go return to Otto about the monster. Because if I go into the forest, it'll just like move the story and I won't get the completion. And that's how you mess up turning in your quest. Oh wait. That might have been an actual like a red quest, which No, I'm right. Oh, I see you taking care of that monster. Really can't thank you enough. I'll have to let those who use the highway regularly know right away. Of course, first comes your reward for a job well done. Take this. I feel kind of bad receiving this much. There's no need to. You definitely earned it. Apologies for leaving all the work to you, but good luck with your investigation too. Yeah. Not turning the quest into him is a real easy way to just lose out on that optional quest. So what do you plan on doing then? It's almost time to start collecting this month's tax money. I think I'm going to leave things as they are for now until this case is sorted out. Can't bring myself to collect everyone's money at a time like this. The merchants are worried enough already, so doing so would only make things worse. It's my plan anyway. How do you feel about it? I think it's a fine plan. Supportive. Yes. Are you heading to the Lenari Nature Park? My house happens to be close by there. The park itself is rather deep forest, though, so even we make sure not to enter carelessly. That reminds me, isn't it closed for the maintenance right now? I wonder when it'll open it back up. Wait, let me talk to the rest. First off, let me buy... Spent all my money here, but it's worth it. All right, and we're off. It's always good to go in prepared. And in an extreme situation, you can always burn your septith that you use for quartz synthesis. Kind of want to get an easy... No, actually it's fine. Don't need to do that. Was going to say I'd like to level up, but I'll take care of all that. Alright. Oh, the goon squad isn't here. How suspicious.
Doesn't seem like anybody's here. I wonder what happened to those bossy guys who were here before. If they really are the culprits, maybe they've run away already?
This woodland is too dense to reliably intuit whether anyone awaits within.
Yeah.
What's this?
It's a bracelet.
Suspiciously familiar.
How did a bracelet come to be in a place such as this?
Just as I thought. This bracelet has the same design on it as the ones that the merchant from the capital was planning on selling.
Really?
You're sure?
Positive. There's not a doubt in my mind that it was designed by the same person. Care to give a second opinion on that, Laura?
I'm hardly qualified to weigh in on recent trends, but there do seem to be a number of similarities between this bracelet and the merchant's goods.
So the fact that it's here means...
Yeah. It's extremely likely the culprits we're looking for are inside this park.
Sure seems that way to me.
It only opens from the inside. I suppose that leaves us little choice.
Are you going to destroy it?
Will you be able to...
The lock seems quite solid, but my sword should be strong enough to...
Wait. I'll do it. I can get it done more quietly.
Oh?
Really?
What are you going to do?
The 8 Leaves, One Blade School's 4th form, Autumn Leaf Cutter.
Hmm?
Huh?
Seriously?
Wow! You cut it right in two!
Quite the magic trick.
I did, thankfully.
Spectacular. It's an honor bearing witness to one of the skills of the 8 Leaves School.
Thanks, but I'm still more or less a beginner. Anyway, we don't have much time left. Let's head inside and see if we can find them.
Right. We need to find them before the sun starts to set.
Looks like we can still make it after all.
Excellent. Come then, we must make haste.
All right.
There's tons of little stone monuments in here.
Yeah. What do you think they're supposed to be?
I imagine they were made by the animists in this province.
I missed seeing those up there the first time I was through here. Alright, here we go. Mushroom.
Bring it on!
Mushroom jellyfish.
Here we go! There!
Crit. Excellent.
Go!
An opening!
I can do this. Turn to flames! Burn!
Right!
Yes, blue lullaby.
My turn!
Earth cleaver. Ow.
Go!
Just go for straight attacks.
An opening!
Right! Now!
I'll get you up!
Beautiful. Alright, this one should be done. I hope.
Right! Huh! Now!
Go! My turn!
Yes.
Okay, it's safe for now.
Alright, 11.
Great!
I did it!
All right!
I've only just begun.
Laura and Elisa did not level up their quartz, though. Where are they? 460, 450. They should level up before I have a serious fight.
treasure chest!
Enemies ahead! We'll have to fight!
It's my turn.
Damn.
Let's go!
Go! All right,
Motivate.
let's do this!
Yeah, leave it to me!
Blue lullaby.
Right.
Alright, got one. That's not bad.
Now.
Excellent. I don't think the one in the back's close enough.
Right!
Here we go! There!
Away.
My turn! Now!
I've got you!
That was perfect, Elisa!
Let's keep it up!
Alright. Citrus bottle.
This way's a dead end.
Yeah, this park covers a lot more area than I was expecting.
Bought those accessories and did not equip them. Oh no, I did.
We have nothing to fear.
My turn!
Oh boy.
All right, let's do this!
Hopefully I can hit. Damn. Go for the bigger ones.
Keep it up, everyone!
Defense.
Right.
And Earth Cleaver.
Huh?
Is it enough? We shall see. Alright, got one. Not the one with the crit, though. Oh, damn.
It's my turn. Turn to flames!
The knockout is obnoxious, but not as bad as Confuse.
I'll pick you up!
At least I don't hit my teammates.
Right!
Right. Ha! We should keep going.
All the loot.
I can do it! Fire! Fire!
Right. Right. I welcome all challengers.
Go! There!
On leaf cutter.
Go!
Very good.
An opening.
I can do this. Let's go!
Of course.
Earth Cleaver.
Now. Go.
These two are gonna be dropped right here. Everything's going by real well.
Go!
No counterattacks yet, but
My turn.
they'll come soon.
I can do this. Fire!
Right. Hey. We should keep going.
Hopefully they'll get their levels soon. you? Yes.
That looks like a tough one. Be careful.
Yeah. Before I fight you. We'll see how much this is gonna
A
hurt.
challenging foe. You should engage it with care.
Now, I might be able to knock him out if I keep doing this. I've done it before. Oh well.
A worthy adversary.
My turn. All right, let's do
Motivate.
this.
Gotta leave it to me. Right. Turn to flames. Burn! Now!
I'll pick you up. My turn.
Time to
Give it
beat
up, everyone.
these Rajang boys.
Right.
Are very
Shatter!
annoying.
Off guard.
Go!
Yeah.
My turn. There.
I can do this. Arcus activate.
Yes.
Right.
Might be able to put him to sleep.
Now.
A huge, absolutely insane.
That takes care of them.
Let's go. It's actually nuts. That went way better than I thought.
Oh, there's a stream here. This seems like a nice spot.
Not the treasure chest I'm looking for. A reviving bomb. That's good. There's also a fishing spot here, I believe.
Now's our chance.
Here we go.
I can do this.
Triple advantage is good. Don't have to burn a lot of our CP.
Go.
It's my turn.
Right. Now.
Big AoE.
My turn.
Crit.
Now.
Go. Go.
Take this one out.
It's my turn.
And then this one.
Fire! Is everyone okay?
Yeah, maybe they're not going to level up their quartz just yet. Ew. Actually, no. I might just farm it to get
Bring it on.
the quartz up.
I can do this. Arcus activate.
Drax.
Go. There.
The unfortunate moments where they move out of the circle.
My turn.
That's a blind.
Arcus activate.
My turn.
Hit all four.
Off guard.
Go.
You have my thanks.
Right. Turn to flames.
This team is incredibly well balanced.
Burn! Now.
Great first team.
I'll pick you up.
My turn.
Great team, period.
Right. before my blade.
Enemies ahead!
Mushroom.
My turn. There.
Ow.
Right. Fire.
Right!
Blue lullaby. Let's see what we get. Very nice.
Of course.
Just use a. No need to use a craft.
Go.
Because this will do it.
There. Now's our chance.
An opening.
It's my turn.
And this one's done.
My turn. Huh?
Oh, he still lives. I spoke too soon.
Fool.
Alright, let's go.
We should keep going.
I
Level 12.
did it.
Airstrike.
I can't sense anyone in this.
Okay.
That looks like a strong one. Be careful.
I'm gonna try and hit him from behind.
Watch out. This
That's
is
not
a
what I
tough
meant when I said that.
one. Here we go.
Whoops.
All right, let's do this.
Give it to me.
It's my turn. Let's go.
My turn.
My turn!
Try and go for that seat.
Huh?
Not bad. Ow.
Fool.
Huge.
It's my turn. Arcus activate.
I'm sure you can see how this can get problematic very quickly. Alright, that's it.
Of course.
I'll take one of them at least. Beautiful.
I can do this. Fire! Is everyone okay?
I've only just begun.
Level 12.
Is that a treasure chest?
It is indeed. Alright, let's check this last corner. Alright.
Now's our chance. Let's get him. Go.
Okay.
There.
I can do this. Turn to flames.
She is out of EP.
Burn! Now!
I'll pick you up!
Blue Lullaby.
No!
No need to apply any buffs
Right.
when I have so much
Go.
advantage over
There.
them. Excellent.
Of course. We should keep going.
Now, be not fooled.
I did it!
All right!
This game has a real interesting track record of.
Just how deep does this forest go?
We must be pretty far in now. I'd imagine we're almost there.
We are indeed. It's that one of these chests. I want to try and end the episode on that chest fight.
get you up. Right. Hey.
My turn.
Okay.
Okay, it's safe for now.
No.
Is that a
Aha,
treasure chest?
Here we are. These chests are unique, as they are battle chests,
I welcome all challengers.
Go!
and they are quite difficult.
All right, let's do this!
Leave it to me.
Behold, my most powerful strike.
So it is not recommended to hold back.
Radiant flame.
Any CP or resources you use, you can grind back out in the dungeon as a whole.
Right.
At least that's how I view it. Nah, I'm good. This gives some CP back.
Hang in there.
You have my thanks.
My turn.
Blue Lullaby. No worries. Reen's actually not going to attack. I'm going to use Impassion with Laura.
I can do this.
Right.
Hit.
Right. Hey.
Here we go!
Just away.
Here we go!
Let Laura get another turn.
Of course. Ha! Evil will fall before my blade.
Beautiful. Heat wave. So. Attack. Small, burn 30%. I need to open up their quartz. Something fierce. But yes, that is where we'll end this episode. So hopefully you all have enjoyed what you've been watching, and hopefully you will join me on the next one, where next time we will be heading into the boss, since it's the next room after this one. And it's a doozy. This all the bosses in this game at the end of, like, towards the end of each chapter, or at the end of each chapter, are, you know, challenging. Ideally, as they should be. Some of them are very challenging. But until next time, see ya.